Hi friends, I am Dr. Kulvinder Singh, Assistant Professor at University Business School, Punjab University, Chandigarh. Today, we will talk about Introduction to Comparative Economic Development. This is the lecture on the description, need, scope, and significance of comparative economic development as a subject. Dear friends, as you know, several economies of the world have experienced impressive growth and development, especially since the incidence of Industrial Revolution in Britain in 1850s. Since then, several patterns of growth and development in different economies can be noticed. There are several remarkable stories of rapid economic development of some firms, sectors, and regions also. Analyzing these patterns in a comparative way would yield useful insights and tools for realizing economic growth and development in the future. In this context, comparative economic development in 1850s 1950 has a great relevance. Dear friends, economic development has become the primary objective of every economy during present times. All the economies are attempting to achieve highest level of economic development and growth. Recently, globalization has made it possible even for the resource deficient nations. There are several empirical evidences in this regard. Dear friends, we may cite experience of developed and developing economies in this context. Developed economies like United Kingdom, United States, France, Germany, Russia, Japan have materialized high rate of economic growth and development during 1850-1950. It has resulted impressive rise in the standard of living of people in these nations. Technological progress, trade, and capital outflows has played key role in the development process of these nations. On the other hand, some developing nations like China, India, and newly industrializing economies have surprised the world by achieving high rate of growth. These economies have successfully transformed their economic structure in a very short time frame. Trade, capital inflow, technology transfers have made economic development in these nations a reality in the very recent past. Looking at the progress of successful nations, backward nations started making efforts in the same directions for the rapid development of their agriculture and industry sectors. However, these nations in majority are facing several challenges on this path. Therefore, a roadmap for achieving highest possible growth and development is highly needed, particularly for the nations facing challenges and difficulties to grow faster. Comparative analysis of the economic development processes of developing and developed nations can help us in preparing that roadmap. It will identify the economic policies and strategies used by successful nations, and desirable results may be achieved using the same. It is believed that past is the best teacher if we can learn useful lessons from it. Comparative economic development would provide us those useful lessons from the comparative analysis of growth experiences of different firms, sectors, nations, and regions, and thus it becomes the need of the hour during the present times. Dear friends, development experience of different nations, regions, sectors, and firms comprises of the scope of the comparative economic development as a subject. For example, United Kingdom, United States, France, Germany, Russia, Japan are the torchbearer economies in the world, and the development experience, particularly of agriculture and industrial, as well as service sector development in these nations during the period 1850-1950, can guide the world in the same regard. Moreover, comparative analysis of the industrial growth of China, South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, Indonesia can provide useful inputs for the same development in India. On the other hand, India's service sector growth can also provide useful insights for other nations. Regional, national, sectoral perspectives on the comparative economic development can be used for the development of the different economies, different regions, and sectors specifically. Dear friends, to understand the comparative economic development had never been so important in the past, but in the present times, it has become very essential not only for the nations but also for policymakers, intellectuals, practitioners, businessmen, and students. It has become meaningful today given the globalization of the world economy, which enables everyone, from individual to the nations, to avail the resources required for their development and growth from the world over. Dear friends, the research-based topic of this course, covering a wide array of information regarding agriculture, industry, division of labor, structure of industrial authority, organization of work and industrial production, relationship between workers and managers, the role of the state and market, corruption and reforms, ethics and society, and the effects of different developed cultures will provide scholars, business executives, practitioners, and students with the current information on required inputs and tools to be used for regional, national, sectoral, and more specifically to the firm level development. Dear friends, thanks a lot for listening patiently. I will look forward to your participation in the forthcoming discussion on comparative economic development. Thanks again. See you soon. Bye bye.